What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another Prizepicks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $20 a month, and last night was another banger. It was a fantastic night again. People been spamming me of screenshots and all types of shit. Having amazing day. I believe the only play that missed was Yamamoto's hits allowed under. He ended up having a bad pitching performance, but outside of that, I mean, that thing was eating yesterday. CSGO, League of Legends, Call of Duty, everything ate. It went crazy. It definitely showed out and showed who is the leader in this player prop industry when it comes to tools to use for this game. Again, all that you can do in this game, like I tell the people at Props Made Easy all the time, is like, honestly, y'all, don't worry about the marketing expenses and don't spend a ton of money on marketing and all this shit, because the number one thing that you want is just to spend as much time and effort and the money that you do want to spend on making things the best that they possibly can, making it as accurate and really have this thing having results better than anywhere else. Don't worry about getting a whole bunch of people in. Worry about giving the results, and the people will follow. And that's exactly what's happening. Props Made Easy has grown so tremendously and continues to grow faster now than it even was 6 months ago in the very beginning. And it's just a blessing to be a part of it. I love to see it, and I love to see people having consistent success with it. Again, if you're playing the minus 140 plus snipe plays off of Props Made Easy, and you're playing the top of the tools and all that good stuff from any of the sports, you're having consistent success. You're going to have down days, sure, but most of the time, Props Made Easy is having more success than anything else in this game, hands down, and it's $40+ cheaper. It's just an easy decision when it comes to the best thing to use, and at the end of the day, it's all about using it and finding out for yourself. PropsMadeEasy.com is only $20 a month. Go sign up. Let's get it. Let's get into today's picks. So for today, for NBA, let me see. What games do we have on tap for today so I could just talk about this game in general? For Saturday, I believe we got a couple games on tap for us. So today we have Phoenix, Minnesota, and Lakers, Denver. Phoenix, Minnesota, and Lakers, Denver. Oh, sorry, and Philly, New York. So first of all, Anthony Davis is at the top. Turnovers under 2.5, minus 143 PME consensus odds on the under 2.5, making him an obvious snipe play. Absolutely love Anthony Davis's under 2.5 turnovers. 2.3 projection of minus 0.19. Great spot there for him. Karl Anthony Towns steals over 0.5 is at minus 141 PME consensus odds. Dude's been sitting at that minus 141 for the longest time. So get in some Karl Anthony Towns over 0.5 steals. Projection 0.62 is 0.12. And then another play from today's games that is a snipe play is Devin Booker blocks plus steals under 1.5 at minus 140. Projection of 1.4, a minus 0.06. So looking at the plays for today, the absolute best all snipe plays from today's slate of games. Jokic's Taco, obviously. Anthony Davis turnovers under 2.5 at minus 143. Karl Anthony Towns steals over 0.5. And then finishing off with Devin Booker blocks and steals under 1.5 at minus 140 PME consensus odds. And that's how easy it is, baby. That's it. Let's eat. All right. Goblins. There we go. Devin Booker is the top goblin option. Sorry. Devin Booker is the absolute top goblin option that we have on the board right now, as you could see for a second. Hold on. There's a lot of data going on, so it's let me refresh the page real quick. All right. So come on. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So great options to start the day off, to start the Saturday off. Great value. So once again, before I leave out, Anthony Davis turnovers, and I move to the next sport. Anthony Davis turnovers under 2.5. Karl Anthony Towns steals over 0.5. And Devin Booker blocks and steals under 1.5 is the absolute best options, okay? And then Devin Booker was the best goblin option, but you're already playing Booker's other line, so it's all good. At the top of MLB, we have no snipe plays yet, but some really close ones. Jack Sawinski total bases over 0.5, minus 139 PME consensus odds on the over for him. Projection of 1.06, a 0.56 projection differential. Love that spot for him. And then the next player that's not A Pittsburgh bet, because you also have Connor Joe at the top of the list here, is going to be Johan Rojas total bases over 0.5 at minus 138 PME consensus odds. Projection of 0.84 is 0.34 projection differential. People have asked me before, is like, hey, what do you think about like if a play is a snipe play at one point and then drops down to a minus 135 or whatever? That's it. If it's ever up at a minus 140s and stuff, you get that play in. No matter if it adjusts later or not, get that value in. You want to make sure you develop that habit of getting those minus 140s or up ASAP as soon as you see them pop in. Okay, the PME consensus odds are constantly evolving, and there's so many sports books that go into the PME consensus odds that seeing it move is definitely possible because there's so many different books taking bets on either side and all that good stuff and changing the PME consensus odds eventually. But you go off of what you're seeing. You feel what I'm saying? Like if I'm sitting here on the tool for 5 minutes, though, I'll refresh it to make sure no new plays popped in or the PME consensus line hasn't adjusted yet. But every single play that you get entered, you want to have been a snipe play at some point or damn near a snipe play at some point, regardless of where it moves to after. You want to make sure you get that value when you get it. Now, you're going to have those situations where, maybe a pitcher, the lineup drops. I've mentioned this before. The lineup drops for the pitcher for the team that the pitcher's facing, and it makes it a much harder matchup than it would have been if it was how Vegas expected it. Sometimes you get changes like that, and then things will shift a little bit. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't overthink that. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Play the absolute best plays and get that process going where you're consistently just doing that, and you're not really worrying about anything else. You're constantly just putting the absolute best values. The movement of lines is going to happen. Things are going to happen. The lines are going to move, the odds are going to adjust, things are going to change up until game time. But the most important thing you want to do is just be on here refreshing and taking the absolute best value when you have it, and don't worry about the movement after. It doesn't really matter. Jack Sawinski total bases over 0.5, Johan Rojas total bases over 0.5 are two of the best options that we have so far for MLB. MLB first inning, we have a fantastic under. Lizardo and Assad under first inning runs allowed is an absolutely amazing one. And then Burns Reagan's under first inning runs allowed would be the next best. And then there's a great over. Blanco and Trevor Williams over first inning runs allowed is a fantastic option. So over on Blanco and Williams, remember, the more red you see, the better the over. The more green you see, the better the under. So Lizardo, Assad for the under is the best. And then the over on Blanco and Williams for the over. For NHL, we have Charlie McAvoy. Shots on goal over 1.5, minus 134 PME consensus odds on the over. Projection of 0.09 projection differential. Matthew Barzal, shots on goal under 2.5, minus 133 PME consensus odds on the under. Projection 2.21. So good spots there for those two. Anything for MMA up? No, nothing for MMA at the moment. For tennis, we have Kalinina, total games under 21.5, and Marketa, total games under 21.5. For PGA, we have great value of Rory McIlroy, shots over 67.5, Xander Schauffele, strokes over 67.5, and then Tony Finau, strokes over 68.5. All minus 150s. You're going to want to put those into your slips as soon as you can. For soccer, Elliott, goalie saves over 3.5 is a full point differential. You don't really see that a ton in soccer. A lot of times it's like half sportsbook differentials. Great spot on the over for Elliott Panico. And then Rui Silva, goalie saves over 3 at a 0.5. For Call of Duty, that had a ridiculous day again yesterday. CS2, League of Legends, anything esports that you could possibly imagine. I mean, Proximate Easy is the esports GOAT. It continues to be. At the top of the list, Ghosty plus Kenny, map 1 through 3 kills combo, over 104.5, 111 on other sportsbooks, a 6.5 sportsbook differential. And then Hydra plus Kismet, map 1 through 3 kills combo, over 107.5. So overs on both of these, a 4.5 sportsbook differential. The value that we have been eating on for Call of Duty is crazy. If you're not a Props Made Easy member and you're not taking advantage of our esports, I mean, look, you should be taking advantage of everything because the PME consensus odds is already going to give you the most accurate Vegas options you'll have for the main sports. And then for these esports, I mean, things have been going crazy. So Ghosty plus Kenny, map 1 through 3 kills combo over 104.5. And Hydra and Kismet, map 1 through 3 kills combo of 107.5 over. For League of Legends, we have the under on Kaori versus GK. Map 1 kills under 6.5 is a -2 sportsbook differential. And then the other guy is on the same team, so we're not going to talk about him. For CS2, at the top of the list, we have Poria versus Eyeballers. Map 1 and 2 kills over 29.5, 32.5 in other sportsbooks, a 3 sportsbook differential. And then we have Fossil versus Alternate Attacks. Map 1 through 2 kills over 28 at 30.5, a 2.5 sportsbook differential. We've got a lot of different solid options, man. So Walio versus Zero Tenacity. Map 1 and 2 kills under 32.5 is a minus 2.25. Like, we've got some really good options up here, man. So really excited for another big day of esports today. And then for Valorant, at the top of the list, we have Zekin. Map 1 and 2 kills over 37, 38 on other sportsbooks, a 1 sportsbook differential. So let's recap. Recapping for the day, let's just look at the snipe plays alone. We have Anthony Davis turnovers under 2.5. And remember, I'm talking about today's only. Props Made Easy already has these other days as well. So if you want to go ahead and get those early slips in for those, like Jalen Williams isn't playing today, but you've got his rebounds over at minus 142. If you want to go ahead and start making slips for the next slate, go ahead. But Anthony Davis turnovers under 2.5 at minus 143 PME consensus odds on the under. Under on that turnovers of 2.5. Karl Anthony Towns over steals of 0.5. And then Devin Booker blocks plus steals under 1.5 are the absolute best options for NBA. MLB, Connor Joe total bases. Connor Joe took the lead at the very top of the list here. Connor Joe total bases over 0.5 at minus 138. And then Johan Rojas total bases over 0.5 at minus 137. These minus 137s and up, I'm always on top of, and I always love them. Okay, you don't have to just, sometimes you just won't have minus 140s and stuff pop in. Sometimes you'll have Prizepicks on their game, and they'll be bumping these things before they even get to that range. But if you see a minus 140 something sitting here, obviously you want to attack it, and that's your main go-to. But don't shy away from these type of plays either, the minus 138s, the minus 137s. These are still fantastic odds. But yeah, Connor Joe total bases over 0.5 and Johan Rojas total bases over 0.5. MLB first innings got some really good ones. Under on Lizardo and Assad first inning runs allowed, and then over on Blanco, Trevor Williams first inning runs allowed. NHL, Charlie McAvoy shots on goal over 1.5, and then Matthew Barzal shots on goal under 2.5. For tennis, we have the under on Kalinina, total games of 21.5, and then the under on Vondrousova, total games of 21.5. PGA, we have some great value at the top. Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, and Tony Finau all over their shots. 67.5 for Rory, 67.5 for Xander, and then 68.5 for Tony Finau. I wouldn't be surprised to see these bumped up before the golfers start getting going. So make sure you're paying attention to where that line says before you just go over. Like, if Rory McIlroy was 68.5, I wouldn't want the over as much. So make sure you're paying attention to when you watch this video and what the lines are at that moment. But Xander Schauffele over 67.5, and then Tony Finau over 68.5. For soccer, we have the full point differential of Elliot Panico, goalie saves over 3.5. Call of Duty, that's been absolutely eating. Ghosty plus Kenny over combo of 104.5. And then Hydra Kismet over 107.5 combo of 4.5. League of Legends, we have the -2 of Kaori versus GK. Map 1 kills under 6.5. Nothing for Dota. CS2, we have Poria versus Eyeballers. Map 1 and 2 kills over 29.5. We have Aaron. Oh, sorry, same game. Fossil versus Alternate Attacks. Map 1 and 2 kills over 28 at 2.5. And then Sawalio versus Zero Tenacity. Map 1 and 2 kills under 32.5 at 30.25. Like, so many good options, man. I'm super, super excited about some esports money today. And then Valorant Zekin. Map 1 and 2 kills over 37. If you haven't joined the squad yet, propsmadeeasy.com, man. Make life easy on yourself. Make sure you're playing the absolute best plays. You're following the PME consensus odds, which are the most accurate Vegas odds that you will find in the entire industry. And just consistently use that bankroll management. Just play smart. Don't go crazy. Make sure you're withdrawing when you have those big days, and just consistently play the absolute best, okay? There's people who will come into the Props Made Easy tool and go like this. Boom. Pascal Siakam turnovers over 1.5. I'm going to play that. And it's -122. Like, why are you making life hard on yourself? You don't have to do that when you've got the best values at the top already. Like, don't make life hard. Don't overthink things. Once you stop overthinking and let the tool do its work, and you understand that the tool is on it for you and you trust in it and you're using your proper bankroll management and you're riding those, you have those down days, but you don't switch the process, you keep playing the absolute best plays and you keep going, you will see success. But it's going to take a while for y'all's brain to be rewired from what you're used to and what you're thinking is possible from these people on Twitter boosting everybody up thinking that they could make $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, like crazy stupid money on slips and stuff that's just not even true. It's not even real. You feel what I'm saying? Like imagine if they show that they won 100 grand, imagine how much they lost. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fake shit out here just to try to market people. People want to get in as many gullible people as they can, especially on Twitter, making them think that they're unstoppable and the greatest thing to be walking the earth. And then once you join, you quickly realize, it's bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? There's things out here that are legitimately here for the right reasons. Props Made Easy isn't just some Discord that dropped. Props Made Easy won't even create a Discord. You feel what I'm saying? We're not in the Discord game. We're in the giving people the absolute best values and helping them to become the best player prop bettors that they possibly can be in general themselves. Like people utilizing Props Made Easy have the ability to make their own Discords and become beasts. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, there's a lot of bullshit in this industry, which has really made a lot of people who are new to the industry think that this is something it's not. But you gotta really stay in tune, understand what gambling is, come into it understanding that you're gonna have ups and downs. But if you utilize the right stuff, you stay on the game plan, you stay on the process, you don't overthink, you don't do too much, you don't try to just put all your bankroll on random people on Twitter suggestions and shit, and you'll be good. PropsMadeEasy.com is only $20 a month. Try it out for yourself. Become a professional bettor yourself. Immediately when you join Props Made Easy, you're immediately better than any Twitter person you follow. Period. Because those people are going off last five. You know what's so funny, and it's sad at the same time. I just talked about how like uneducated a lot of people are coming into the industry because a lot of the new people aren't very knowledgeable on how this really works. They think that it's just a rich quick scheme. They think they can just get money and they'll never lose, and it's just like this hidden secret where they'll just do nothing but make money and it'll change their lives and blah 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 blah. And they don't understand. Like they go in at the most basic level and look at things the most basic way. People want as much money as they can get with the least effort that they can put in. People at the end of the day don't want to put any effort in and they just want to see success. Okay, you look at the most popular plays on Prizepicks. Do me a favor, go look at the most popular plays on Prizepicks, right? The little fire emoji and it shows how many bets and stuff. Go through the most popular plays on Prizepicks and look at their last fives and you will immediately know why those players are all as popular as they are. That's all I'm going to say. Go look at the last fives and you will see exactly why they're the most popular, because everyone's looking at last five and making their decisions based off of that. Go look at the demons. Go look at the demon pages and see the most popular demons. Any demons that you see that are popular, look at their last five. Guarantee they've hit in every single of their last five or almost all their last five or missed in 4 or more of their last five. People are coming into this thing looking at the last five and going solely off that. There's these Twitter people who have Discords and shit who literally just look at last five, maybe last 10 if they really want to put a little extra work in to make their decisions. Like, oh, this guy hasn't missed this against this team all year. What the fuck does that matter? You don't know that the situations could have been different many of those times. Like, so at the end of the day, I'm here to just be the realist in this industry. I don't care about all the bullshit. Like, if you don't want to join Props Made Easy, don't. You feel what I'm saying? It's not going to change nothing. It's all good. Props Made Easy is the shit. It is what it is. It proven success just off what it does in general. You don't have to use Props Made Easy. I just promote it because that's what I like. But whatever you do, please just don't be ultra gullible. Understand that the more work you put in, the more you get out of it. That's in life too. If you're out here living your life hoping to get the most money you can with the least effort, you're never going to get it. Okay? Life's not that way. Life beats people down who feel like that and think like that. You need to always, every single day you wake up, you need to try to become a better version of yourself you were the day before. You need to grind on yourself. You need to constantly look to improve. Not just for you, but for that girl you're with, for your child, for your parents even, to be able to see you become something big while they're alive, to see you be successful and see you do things every single day, whether it's the tiniest thing. Like I talked to my brother about it not too long ago, but I was talking to him about, about that mindset, consistently working to improve yourself, even if it's the smallest things of like waking up in the morning and walking for 30 minutes or something, or wake up in the morning and meditate, or wake up in the morning and take some supplements, like start supplementing or something like that. Change your diet just tiny bit or something. Start little bitty things to just slowly but surely improve who you are as a human being and become the best person that you can be. A lot of people get content with where they're at. I know I'm ranting right now, but it's Saturday and somebody might need to hear this, who knows. But at the end of the day, in life, it's all about growth. It's all about learning, becoming the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be. Every single day, you need to be trying to work on being the best version of yourself. And that's not just in the gambling world, that's in your life in general. Okay, and if you have that mindset and you're constantly working to improve, you'll never be one of those people that just looks at last five and rolls with it, because that's such limited data. At Props Made Easy, yeah, you can just look at it and roll with it, but that's because there's a ton of data and a ton of time and effort put into every play that's put in here. There's so much data put in here. If you study all day, you'd eventually come to the agreement that the under on Anthony Davis turnovers is great, but you wouldn't come to that agreement till the end of the day, and by then it might already be bumped down. You feel what I'm saying? So, whatever. Good luck, everybody. I know I ranted a little bit, but man, do something that you didn't do yesterday. Work on yourself a little bit. I know it might sound, some of y'all sitting there like, oh man, I just want the picks, man, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to go back to your normal lives, just living mediocre and not doing shit with yourself. But if anybody in here is listening and actually takes that step to try to benefit themselves and build themselves, like for me, once my son was born, I was on a whole nother level of growing. Like, I'm consistently working on being the best dad I can be, working on my patience, because as you know, as a new parent, patience is one of those big things that you really got to work on. You don't want to just lose your cool too quickly, because the baby can't tell you what they need, type of thing. You know what I mean? You need to really stay calm and work on your patience. Patience is a big thing, whether it be with your kid or, the mother of your child who's going to be going through it too, trying to raise the kid and all that good stuff. So, I mean, it's just, it's a journey. Life is a journey. You got to continue to just work to build, and just keep improving who you are as a human being. I know this is a sports betting video, but at the end of the day, I just really am passionate about trying to push people as much as I can. I was homeless at one point. I was homeless at one point. And once I came out here to Texas and got a new start and was able to finally get my shit together, I sat there and I told myself, this is not the life that I want. This is not going to be my lifestyle. This is not the life I want to live. This is not who I want to be. I don't want my grandma looking at me the way I am right now. I don't want my mother thinking of me the way I am right now. I don't want none of these people to see me the way they do right now. If something was to happen to me back then, I would have been gone with everybody around me thinking of me as one way, thinking of me as this kid getting in trouble and not taking shit's life serious and doing this and doing that and making the bad decisions. But now I have literally every single year of my life advanced who I am as a human being, regardless if I have anything in the DFS community, if I'm in this shit, if I don't even have a job. I could lose money, I could be financially broke, it wouldn't matter, because I've grown so much as a human being. My relationships with my family, who I am as a human person in general, has just grown so much that I don't need none of this shit. I don't need none of this shit. I'm perfectly happy. My life is fantastic outside of financial. I don't need the financial shit. One thing you learn when you start having financial success is how little it matters. The shit doesn't matter. Who you are as a human being and how much love you have in your life, that's what matters. Anyways, thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Y'all have a fantastic Saturday, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Peace.